All right, it's Bill here. I'm back. I'm in Canada. And here's my thoughts on a 7-2 win over well, I don't know what that was, but I guess that's an NHL team called the Philadelphia Flyers. Um, yeah, so let me first get into for the games that I wasn't here for and how it was managed. I was honestly thinking about listening to this on the radio, going back old school. When I grew up in Bell Vegas, Ontario, CJBQ, Jack Miller, Belleville Bulls games. I would listen to the Leaf games. Joe Bowen's been kind of the person that I've listening to because when we traveled and we went south, we were able to find the Toronto Ottawa game on Saturday night. We were able to watch that. Unfortunately, I missed the first period. Unfortunately, I watched that game and that was a loss. I could not get the Calgary game. I know there's a way. You guys got the VPNs and all that good stuff. I'm just an idiot. I don't figure it out. I got a VPN. It doesn't seem to work. I don't know. But I had to actually listen to the Calgary game on Calgary radio because Prime wouldn't give it to me. I couldn't find Fan 590, 1050, didn't give it to me the game. But I was able to find and listen to it on Calgary radio, which was kind of fun because it was a 6-2 victory for the Calgary or for Toronto. And every time the Leafs scored, I did not get the Joe Bowen response that I typically get, which is, yeah, it was more like, oh, crap. 6-2, and then I was able to listen to Joe Bowen and Jim Ralph for the game against the Avalanche and the game against the Rangers. So I didn't see any of the hockey. I was able to listen to it. From my understanding, the Calgary game, the Leafs got a couple breaks and were able to win it. But again, I'm listening to Calgary radio. And then the Colorado game sounded like Joseph Woll stood on his head. And the Rangers game was just seemed to be overall good breaks for the Leafs. Now I'm going to take myself back because I didn't watch these games, but man, oh man, when I was listening to the radio, it sounded like Johnny T had a week. I don't know the stats, but man, they were talking him up on the radio like nobody's business. And then I came home and watched the Saturday game against Nashville. I watched that game. So you see the two games that I watched, the Ottawa and Nashville games, no bueno, that's a loss. And the three that I listened to on the radio was a win. So going into tonight, the thought went through my head, maybe I shouldn't watch the game. I should just listen to it on the radio, go old school, get some, what they call rabbit ears, and let's get to town. But now I decided to watch the game. And when I decided to watch the game, it started off in a very poor manner for myself. As Johnny Day got the secondary assist on the first goal by Ryan Poehling. Now, there's players in the NHL that I just don't get. They play awesome against the Leafs and suck against everyone else. The Josh Anderson. Ryan Poehling falls into that. Like I was looking on the Tim Hortons app, the one where you can pick a goal. If you got to find Ryan Poehling on there and you didn't pick it, it's crazy. He scores every single time against the Leafs. I think he got a hat trick against them one time in like his first game in the NHL. This guy owns the Leafs. I don't get it, but Ryan Poehling scores to make it 1-0, and you can imagine I was pretty peeved because of the horrible giveaway that happened in the board, like backhand. They thought it was an icing. I don't know what it was. It was a piss poor play by Johnny T. But he made up for it because after that, the second. Now, here's my thing. Okay, you guys all love Johnny T. Johnny T is not an $11 million player. I'm sorry, I hate to tell this to you. He's never been an $11 million player. He's not better than Draisaitl. He's not better than Marner. He's not better than McKinnon. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. But you get him in the right spots to shoot the puck. He's a power play specialist, but he can shoot the puck. And tonight, Nylander was on fire. Nylander showed up. This was a game he did show up for. And thank whoever I need to thank that Pontus Holmberg, the human or whatever that hot potato Holmberg, handles the puck like it's got a fire on it, is off of the top six, and they put McMahon. McMahon is going to help this line immensely. Finally, Chief J. Craig Strongbow figured it out. Maybe Pontus Holmberg on the second line ain't the ticket. Give McMahon the ticket. And McMahon was decent tonight. You're going to hear it from me, folks. Johnny T had a night tonight. Apparently he had a night a couple times on the radio. But Nylander was the one stirring the drink tonight. They're just crazy. Controlling the puck. No, I get it. I'm not going to get overly excited. Philadelphia have, what was their one defenseman? 36. Holy wow, that's a bad defenseman. I'll just look for the minuses and I'll go from there. Zamula? Ooh, I don't know. He's not 36. Who's 36? Andre. Oh boy. Not a good defenseman. I'm just looking at their defense. Wow. I know Cam York got benched, but Sealer. Anyways, and let's face the facts. The first 2 goals the Leafs scored, actually Philadelphia scored them. But again, it was a good night of just, you're playing a team that this is what they should have done against Nashville. And that's what they did in the first period against Nashville. They owned the first period, and then they went to sleep. Well, they did more than sleep, and I'll get into that in just a second. But this game, they owned it from start to finish. Yes, Philadelphia had some chances, but for the most part, the second line was fantastic. Third line was awful. Fourth line was good. First line was decent. But second line really, really was great for the Leafs tonight. And you get your 7-2 victory. You tie Florida for first. Now they get San Jose, the Kings, and Anaheim. You got to win 2 out of 3 of those for sure. You'd like to get points in all 3. And then they got the big game next Wednesday against Florida, which the last time they played Florida, it didn't go very well. So, so let's get into a couple things that I just got to get off. So, good game overall, but I ain't going to jump up and down when you're playing a team that's given up 7 goals to Chicago, and we got 7 goals. So, good that everyone got their points. They got their biscuits, all that. We got the 2 points. Can't complain. Off we go to San Jose. But let me talk about what I saw during the Nashville game. And I'm sorry. There might not be a Ryan Reeves report anymore, but there's going to be a Scotty Rotten report. Scotty Rotten. Scotty Rotten report for tonight. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. In 14 minutes and 51 seconds of ice time, says he had 5 hits. Okay, sure. Scotty Rotten on the Leafs so far. 8 games played. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. No, he had a fight, so he's a little bit different than Ryan Reeves. I saw the fight against Ottawa. He had a fight. We gave up first-round pick and Nikita Grabenkin for Scotty Rotten. Now, I see everyone's trying to be nice, and you got to be patient. It's 8 games in. There's no patience level here. I watched him play tonight. He's stuck in mud. Oh, he's got to learn the system, Bill. Oh, you just got to give him some time. Oh, and I know, and the Philadelphia Flyers talked him up. We gave up a first-round pick, so let's stop the nonsense. If we would have traded a third-round pick for Scotty Rotten, probably not sitting here yipping and yapping. I told you it was an awful trade. The day it was made, it was an awful trade. I watched him in Oshawa. I heard Gord Miller watched him in Oshawa today. Well, he obviously didn't watch the same game I watched. Or someone said, no, it was Brad Treveling, ding, 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 ding. Said he watched him in Oshawa. Wrong game, Brad Treveling, ding, 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 ding. I watched him. He stunk. What game did you watch where he was good? Because I'd love to know. A first-round pick and Treveling, ding, 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 gave up Grabenkin. You don't even give up Grabenkin for Lawton. Grabenkin's going to be a better player was going to be a better player for Philly down the road than what Scotty Too Hottie Rotten is giving us right now. It's an awful trade. It's a disgusting trade. It's not going to get any better. He's a playoff performer. Check the stats. What playoff performance are you talking about? Postseason. What are you talking about? He averages less than 0.5 points a game. Please. It's a really bad trade. Now, the Nashville game, he got torched. Let me explain to you what happened in the Nashville game. That was Jake Bobby Orr McCabe, who I believe had 3 points against the Rangers, so his confidence was sky high, doing pinch after pinch after pinch when you're leading the game. You're up 2-0. You take a stupid penalty. Matthew Nice took a stupid penalty. And they got a goal. Michael Bunting. Wow, shocking. And actually scores against the Leafs. That's crazy. And then there was a horrible pinch. And yes, David Kampf was awful on it. But what are you doing, Bobby Orr McCabe, pinching like that? And the third goal caused by a Bobby Orr pinch. And then the fourth goal caused by Morgan. Really? Like, this is concerning. Tonight, I saw McCabe jump into the play, but I didn't see him do an awful pinch. Maybe someone had a chat with him. He got a point tonight. He didn't look stupid doing a dumb pinches. Morgan really looked bad tonight, but okay, fair enough. Anyways, at the end of the game, it's a 7-2 victory. Again, I didn't have to listen to it on the radio. If they would have lost that game, I might have, I'm not even going to be up for the next couple of games. Well, I guess the San Jose game's at 10:30, so I'll be watching that on the next day. But anyways, I'm back. It's so sad to be back. I don't know. Came back from heat to see snow the first day we were back. And it's been cold, and I guess we're getting freezing rain this weekend, so welcome back. Let's be honest, I'm a Leaf fan. I want to watch the game on the TV, not listen to the radio, but did feel like old school. I was going to get a little campfire and heat my hands and listen to the radio. But anyways, Johnny Tay fans, have your day today. 7-2, needed the victory. They got to get maybe 5 out of 6 points, and then they got to beat Florida on Wednesday next week. So this video, obviously, San Jose game, I'm not going to watch it on Thursday night. I'll be watching it most likely Friday at some point. The video will be late. The Saturday game and Sunday, I believe, are both at a reasonable time where I'll be able to watch it. But anyways, hope everyone enjoyed the video. Glad to be back. The Leafs are now tied with Florida, and I see Tampa Bay's winning, so it's going to be close. We just got to do everything we can to avoid playing Florida. And, how did the Senators do tonight? Oh, they lost to the Sabres. That did make my day, I'll be honest with you. Cheers.